Hello and welcome to our channel. We are the Good Cholesterol, the only channel that's good for your heart. Today I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Please like and subscribe below if you haven't already so you can keep up to date on all of our Hogwarts Legacy episodes. Alright, so in the last episode we did herbology class at the end. Now we have access to one planting pot.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Plants are awesome.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay, so finished our first herbology class officially.
Their new pots only cost me my damn earring.
I guess we can check and see if there's any other plants that we're able to pot things in, especially since I have an extra seed pack to use. I worry it might just be this one for now, though. We might have to get more later. Well, back to wandering the castle then. Looks like we can go to potions class next. That would be a great idea, since I need to learn to make Wiggenweld potion. Let's just fast travel. I'm really excited about potions class. I bet we're going to be able to learn some really cool potions.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Okay. Do I go up or down? Up it is, I guess. This looks like it would lead more to the astronomy tower. Yeah, I don't think I'm going the right way. Back down. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to go down then. I guess I should have realized that potions class is in the dungeon, so going down makes sense. I am notoriously bad at navigating in directions, so I have no internal ability to navigate. Very dependent on my GPS in real life. Why are all these people just hanging around? Shouldn't they be in class? Nice. Looks like I found it.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
I wonder if we're gonna have to do this for every potion.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I bet it'll be more like the wand waving, where we only have to actually learn the technique once. This part reminds me a lot of the old Harry Potter games, the ones from the early 2000s. Potion making was definitely a fun aspect of that game.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
We've never learned how to stir.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
It's so nice to be a natural at all this.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Where am I supposed to go?
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Ooh, another new friend. And he's a Weasley. I think I should help him.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I like that he's inventing his own potions, kind of like Snape did in
I'll
the
get
original.
you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Must be a lot easier to brew your own potions when you aren't in school and having a limited amount of resources. Okay, so far I've been playing as the good person. I hope stealing won't hurt that reputation. Another note. I feel like they probably are just for extra story context. Come to think of it, I technically steal a lot. It's just usually money out of random chests around school. Nobody seems to mind that, really. Okay, I think I've taken everything that I can. Back to class.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay, so we're just gonna stand here and see if it explodes. My money is on it exploding.
Professor Sharp
Okay,
said
maybe
the
I'll go back
Wiggenweld
and do my own potion
can treat
in the
injuries.
meantime.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Yay, finally some Wiggenweld potions. I guess this Endurus potion could be pretty interesting too, though.
And now we add the Mallow Sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it!
I knew it!
Dragon's What happened?
fun, Gareth.
At least it exploded like
What
fireworks.
now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. Accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Uh-oh. He's on to me. Do I admit to it? Let's go with no.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions.
Okay, I guess he doesn't like
suggest you
me.
heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Ha, but
I
he's still
confess
impressed.
I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to get used to the fact that I can't get all of
I
the
think
characters
each of
like
us
me.
has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, so I guess this is the same deal where I'm gonna have one cauldron where I can make potions.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
What is the next quest? Okay, I guess I have to go and go to Lower Hogsfield.
Hello there.
I do like wondering about the castle, though. Okay, I can at least teleport a little closer, I think. Let's do this. I really can't wait till I have a mount where I can fly over. Or a broom would work too. But the castle grounds are pretty, and the path is fairly straightforward, so shouldn't be too bad. I wonder if Quidditch is going to be off limits the entire game, or if they'll like reinstate it at some point throughout the year. Oh, it's the Gamekeeper's Hut, where Hagrid lives in the Harry Potter series. I wonder if there's anything I can steal near here. Some treasures or something. Don't see much. Alright, we'll just move on.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Okay, that's probably a warning that there's going to be some enemies coming up ahead, isn't there? That's alright though, I won't shy away from a fight. I don't see any enemies on the map though. Maybe they're talking about like off the path.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Does she live out here in Lower Hogsfield?
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Should I be honest and tell her everything? I'm not sure. I guess before it seemed like I should have
They
kept my
want
mouth shut.
something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Honesty feels good.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay, well, I feel like our friendship is advancing nicely.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Am I supposed to be fighting somebody? Lower Hogsfield seems very quaint. Okay, there's like a tent over there. So I guess maybe we should go see if there's somebody by the tent.
They must have come this way. Think!
Okay, they look like people I might fight.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
There you are. This is a fast way to get yourself... Look what you've done. You'll pay for that.
I like the lightning strike. Uh-oh, this looks like a boss type person.
Light go out of your eyes? Get over here, you! We can hold them off! Production!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
Glad I made another Wiggenweld potion.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Aha! Back from you little brat!
Did he call me a brat?
I'm not done with you. I'm just warming up.
I feel like I've essentially learned more true fighting in my, like, couple of days at Hogwarts than Harry Potter did the entire time that he was there and fighting Voldemort.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
I guess I should get more information.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
So they do research at Hogwarts back
You're
then.
a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Okay, so she specializes in Merlin. Very interesting.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Yay, a positive Slytherin.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Revelio.
Mallowsweet. Okay, so the stone thing lights up when I do the Revelio.
Even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so this is some sort of puzzle.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
They look like they can be lit on fire.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Not a very complicated puzzle.
Merlin himself would be proud.
How beautiful!
So I feel like the way that my character responded makes it sound like she's only heard the Muggle tales of Merlin. So I wonder if that indicates further that I'm potentially Muggle-born. But at the same time, I think she would have needed a lot more explanation throughout the time at Hogwarts if she was Muggle-born.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to look out for more of those Merlin's puzzles around then. I wonder if they serve any further purpose other than to be a random little puzzle to add intrigue to the random explorations around the area. Oh, there's a person over here. Does this mean we're starting to get nice little side quests?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Sure, I can help.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to do this right now, but I'm sure I can do it eventually.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
This girl is kind of annoying.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her...
Okay, so I guess we can do this one eventually. But it's like nighttime now, and I don't know if I want to be diving into the lake when it's dark.
It's just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and...
I think I probably want to head back into the castle for now. Maybe I'll go back to the Hufflepuff common room, since it's nighttime. Oh, that's kind of far. Let's teleport. I'm a little unclear on if like going to the Hufflepuff common room at night will trigger the next day to start. Oh, actually, the next quest is here. Next main story quest. So I guess we'll do that.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
I feel like the story's getting pretty interesting now. And we're getting to explore more parts of the map. But I think this is probably a good place for me to stop for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe it below if you haven't already. Also feel free to leave comments as it really helps out the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.